How's it going, YouTube? We're doing this offline. This is just going to be me and you. Don't tell Twitch about this. Just going to be me and you today. I'm playing the Silent. And let me tell you something. The Silent, I think, might actually be the best character in the entire game. I'm not going to lie. If I had a tier list, I'm on Ascension 6. I feel like I've only played a handful of this character. If I was going to rank a tier list, I think Silent would be at top. Ironclad, not really sure anymore. Not really sure, but it's definitely Silent on top. Low-key in my yapping, I don't know what I just got. What is this card? Blade of Ink this turn. Whenever you play an attack, gain 2 strength this turn. I don't... This might be the first I've ever seen that. Oh, fuck. We should probably look at where we're going. We should look where we're going before we go. So, obviously, the whole avoid elite path. You don't want to do many elites in this game, especially in Act 1. This is the hardest act. Unlike Act 2 of Slay the Spire 1. The initial one. Wait, do I only get it that turn? Oh, you only get it for that turn? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that card. Okay, I'm not so sure about that one. That one's a little stinky. We're going to try to take as little damage as possible. Not going to lie, Hold on. We kill? Oh, no, we don't kill. I can kill this so I don't take 9 damage, but I'm still going to take I'm going to take 6 damage. Man, we really screwed the pooch on that one. Blade of Ink. 4 strength. It's pretty nice. Okay, so if we do that, then we get one of those X times cards. Oh, you know what? I see the future. I see the future. It's going to be... It's not this. It's not this. It's not this either. Predator, low key. I'm not really much of a Predator guy. I am in the first one. In this one, not so much. But Predator could work. Nimble, sharp. Let's see here. Sharp. Just put it on the Predator. Put it on the Predator. Why not? Make it an even higher damaging card. I feel like my thoughts are not very well constructed today. Okay, so we're just going to do a damage rush with this one. This is 10 damage. The problem being for this is that it's got 16 HP. I don't know. I think next turn it does, yes, it does 11 damage. Ooh, we did get weakened, but we kill it. There we go. Now we don't take any damage from that. Okay, we got backstab, well-laid plans, and pounce. The next skill you play costs 0. That's not a bad one either. Well-laid plans, while it's okay, honest to God, have rarely found use for it. Backstab, not bad considering what we have right now, but also, let's just front-loading our damage. Let's just get backstab. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people like, whoa, you didn't get well-laid plans. Well-laid plans is pretty cringe, I'm not going to lie. Pay 35 gold. Let's see, we're about to head to a shop. Let's just upgrade a random card in our deck. Okay, it was a strike. That's usually not the greatest, but that's all right. Snakebite. I made a YouTube community post literally a couple hours ago saying that Snakebite is one of the best cards in the game. And anyone who disagrees, well, it's okay to be wrong. But legitimately, every time I see on the Slay the Spire, what do they call it? Reddit? Everyone's like, randomly memeing this card, and the game is so big at this point, I'm starting to see memes of Snakebite in other games. I think I saw a Dota 2 facet with the Snakebite meme, so it's really infecting everywhere. But it is truly one of the greatest cards I've ever seen. I thought it was going to be bad with how everyone was talking about it. So we just kill this one, and then, yeah. See, we have our Snakebite, it retained. The problem with dealing with the corpse slugs, I'm pretty sure if they're on the attack. So for example, that one was like 2 times 3. If I would have killed this one in the back, it would have immediately, after getting stunned, it would have resumed its attack, but then would have gained the 4 strength. So there's attack patterns you could use to hopefully avoid death here, but we don't have to worry about any of that. Meanwhile, my Snakebite has been here the whole time. It's not been as useful this run as some of the other ones. Ooh, Haze. Ooh, we put the Sly in the deck. Okay. You'll see later on why. Oh, do we upgrade? Let's see here. So we have this. It's going to be a question mark. Then we have a heal or upgrade. We can have this, a heal or upgrade. Or we can go to the elite, double elite path. Yeah, that's dangerous. I'm liking it. No, we're probably just we're going to heal right now just in case there might be like an event or something that takes half our HP. Ooh, receive greed. Is there a shop coming up? Whoop, okay. We can gain 54 gold, but how about instead? Greed. The great thing about playing the Silent is you're always going to be able to, well, maybe not always, but you're almost always going to be able to get rid of curses in your deck as long as they're not like super negative on you. And this one's not super negative. I don't know what this one. Oh, this is 3 strength per turn. So this is really good if you have a Shiv deck. And honestly, I've only had 1 Shiv, actually kind of 2 Shiv games in my gaming history here on Slay the Spire 2, and the rest has been poison. But maybe it's time for another Shiv deck if we ever get more Shivs. I'm not sure which one I'm going to upgrade. 6 poison to everybody sounds good. Obviously, getting extra weak in a game where everything does 10 trillion damage is pretty good. The reason I would not upgrade this is because we don't have enough discard yet. We only have 1 discard card in an 18 card deck, so it's already looking kind of rough. Might be a Snakebite just to improve the value of Snakebite / Predator to improve the value of Predator. I don't know. I think it's going to be Snakebite upgrade. Everybody in the comments being like, you moron. Why would you upgrade Snakebite? Less mouse bites next time, buddy. We do also have Strike Dummy on this character, and I also got Strike Dummy the last time I played this character. I'm talking about you, Silent. I got Strike Dummy with 0 strikes in my deck, so that was an amazing experience. I'm not gonna lie. This is huge. It dies. That's why Snakebite's so good. Right there. Just showed it off. Holy crap. Okay. Adrenaline? This early? Bless me. Bless me. Achoo. Snakebite, no. How about Neutralize into Backstab into... That would have been a great combo for Blade of Ink, but I ignored it. What we do here is we Snakebite, then we defend. We lose a little bit of HP. We're fine because we have the fruit juice. We might just pop that anyway. We don't really need to play any of those cards. Now it's dead. This is what... Look, Snakebite has carried us already. We've already got carried by Snakebite. It dies. It dies. If you would have noticed, I wouldn't have been able to kill it without playing that Haze card, so that's why we did that. Just making sure everyone knows. We don't want any of these. Our deck is already going to be thick enough as it is. We don't need to add random cards where we're like, would this work? No, probably not. Let's see. Prepared, really good card. Beat down, play 3 random attacks from your discard pile. Ooh, that's pretty good considering you can have Sly for that. And I think those are, it's free, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. Also, there's some other synergies with this. Or you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. I wonder how this works with Sly. If this doesn't work with Sly, this is a terrible purchase. The block card, the Dolly's Mirror. I did Dolly's Mirror Adrenaline the last game. That might be a good strategy, but that would mean it's an unupgraded Adrenaline, which is a little bit of a problem. Ricochet, very strong, but once again, we don't have that many ways of discarding. Noxious Fumes, also very strong. Noxious Fumes actually isn't as good anymore. I'm going to say it because Snakebite is a card that exists. It's been destroyed by Snakebite. This is really good. I don't know what I want to get. I can get so many different options here. I can do 2 Noxious Fumes. This is a strategy you've never heard of. I can get another Snakebite. Maybe I Dolly's Mirror the Snakebite. You never know. Up my sleeve, add 3 Shivs in your hand, reduce this card's cost by 1. This ain't bad either. 3 Shivs with our Blade of Ink skill. The only problem is that we'd almost never draw these 2 together, so the likelihood of these things coming together like that, very low. So I think it's going to be this, and then we ignore this for now. I know a lot of you are going to be like, what the hell just happened? What did I just witness in that shop? Trust, okay? You're looking at someone who knows how to play the Silent. All right, just make like Silent. Shut the f up, okay? Living Fog. This one does make me hate life itself. I won't lie. It does make me hate life itself. But it's almost dead already, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We do actually have ways of dealing with it. So, Snakebite. More Snakebite. There we go. Shout out Strike and Strike Dummy really carrying me there. I'm going to have to drink the fruit juice. Move all artifact and block from the enemy. That's actually not bad. Oh, well, it literally shows you the defect puppies. Oh, the Blade Dance Shiv. Okay. I will pick up 1 Blade Dance because there's no reason not to at this point. Blade Dance is actually kind of not a bad card. Let's look. I think I'm going to upgrade Adrenaline rather than some of these other ones. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Actually, you know what? Prepared might actually make it in the Hall of Fame here. Even though Adrenaline would be really good to pick up. Man. Man, oh man, Jellyman. What are we going to be doing to you, buddy? Okay, I'm going to do this. Hit him with that. We've got Snakebite. We've got Snakebite on deck. Choose 2 cards to discard. We'll keep our Ascender's Bane for now. And then Snakebite. And then I probably should have popped this earlier, but that's okay. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter so much. A Lending Strike finisher for each attack played this turn. Apply 1 weak strike. Ooh, we'll do the Shiv because that means that we'll have a Shiv for later because it's now in our draw pile or discard pile. So we'll be fine. We also don't have to worry about this one as much because we do have like discards. At the same time, we might struggle. We might struggle a little bit because we don't have like, we don't have that many. Oh! Did I say I would never draw the cards together? I lied. I lied. I did. I'm a liar. Call me Phoebe Bridgers. Snakebite. Thank you for showing up. Okay, we did not... See, this is the problem. We have a Sly, and then, you know, something we would like to discard in the future, but we can't. Snakebite showing off why it's so good of a card right now. I probably should have just tanked it right there. All right, anyway, we're going to get rid of both strikes because it's in the intangible phase. And we take a little bit of damage. Just a teeny, tiny bit of damage. How about Predator into Beckon? So we don't take damage from Beckon. It's starting to look a little rough, mainly because we have no way of... This might be... Okay, so it's both of these cards get discarded. That's good. That's good. At least they're gone. At least they're gone. That's what I have to say about this. It's going to be a strike and then double defend, and we're going to have to take a little bit of damage from this fish. But that's okay. We're probably full heal. As long as we survive these next 2 turns, we'll be fine. Look at that. Ticking down, ticking down. And Snakebite shows up again for the finisher. With the steel chair, Snakebite is amazing. No one can convince me otherwise, especially not the Reddit. I swear every time I look at Reddit, they're always wrong. Reddit's always wrong. They told me Spirit Bebop, told me Bomb Bebop was good. They told me Turret McGinnis is good. Literally not. Literally not. Everyone there is initiate at best. And that's, I don't know what the equivalent would be in Slay the Spire, but... Every attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Hey, a little poison. Oh, Envenom with our... Whatchamacallit, deal 10 damage to all enemies. All cards are free. 10 damage to all enemies. Repeat this effect for each enemy killed. That seems... All of these seem not to bring me joy. Until I get something that I can... Ooh, Snecko Eye. Obtain Wraith Form. This is the first time I've seen this one. Gain 3 intangible at the start of your turn. Lose 1 dexterity. I remember you. Everyone always tells me, oh, I love Wraith Form. No. We also can't get Runic Pyramid. Because Runic Pyramid would make Snakebite less effective. Which, I mean, that's the whole... That's thumbnail / title / you know, YouTube Mr. Beast face. Snakebite is broken. And we're also not going to start confused. Although, hold on. You know what? That wouldn't be that bad. Now that I think about it. Confused? Even my Sly shit. You know what? Snecko Eye it is. Oh, Snecko Eye. You always know what to do. Plus, we're rich. 358 gold. So we can head over here. And then we can go do this elite. Or we can avoid elites. But I'm thinking I want to do this path. So I can hit fireplaces and elites. And I have branching options if I ever choose to not do so. Like, look at all these different options I have. There's a way to avoid elites basically the entire way through. And then there's a way to not avoid any elites and just get them all. Pokemon. So now our Sly isn't as important as it was before. The problem now being prepared is kind of a dead card sometimes. That's the issue. Snecko Eye has always trolled me in the first game. So I can only imagine what's going to happen in this game. Like, for example, Backstab. It's a 2 damage. A lot of our cards just... suck to look at right now. So what we're gonna do instead is play this Ricochet, which would have been really good with our Envenom. Had I known we were gonna get Snecko Eye, I might have picked up Envenom, but I just figured that that would not happen. So who's to blame here? You know, lots of people. Probably the people that raised me, honestly, for not giving me a strong enough foundation to really believe in finding the Snecko Eye immediately. 3 cost cards. How many 3 cost cards do I have? Wait, does Sly? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I accidentally just had too much in my hand. Oh, brother. Oh, man. Okay, this is going to look rough. This is why Snecko Eye is not for Eye. Okay, perfect. Prepared. Maybe we get we get a Predator. We get a Predator out of this. Nice, nice. And then Survivor, we get rid of this. And then we put Snakebite on you. More mouse bites. Finally, we got Snakebite out of here. Double defense, strike, and then both shivs cost 1. That would have been funny if they would have cost like 0. Discard 2 cards, add 2 shivs to your hands. This would be good if Snakebite had exist. So many of these cards are going to be like, probably not a Snakebite game, huh? Okay, now we have to hit every single... They're whispering, stop whispering. We're going to obtain a random doll. What is this one? Mr. Struggles at the start of your turn, deal damage equal to the turn number to all enemies. Man, not bad. I'm going to be honest, there's a couple. I think Bing Bong's the one that kind of makes me a little sus. Kunai is so good. I'm so glad. Whenever you rest, procure... Oh, wait, no, it's not the camp. Oh, I thought it was going to be the parasol. I almost got baited. I really want the parasol, honestly. There's shivs, obviously. Another Snakebite would be nice. I'm thinking Kunai, because Kunai would really help with 0 costs if we find those. I'm honestly thinking about Calculated Gamble, but Calculated Gamble also a troll a little bit. Pinpoint. Dagger Spray. Pinpoint's a very good card, especially considering the fact, even with Snakebite, if it's at a 3 cost, if you have it in your hand and you're able to play several skills, this will do good damage. So I actually, you know what, I think I'm going to pick it up. And because we have Snakebite, it allows us to draw 2 additional cards. It doesn't matter that we have 5 billion 100 cards in our deck. It usually never matters for Silent, if I'm being honest with you. But because we are the Silent, it doesn't matter like extra. Oh, it's Prism. So Prism's a tough guy. He's not a fun guy to deal with. If you don't have a lot of blocks / can't beat him in like a couple turns, because he just hits hard. That's like his thing. That's my guy's thing here. That's all he's got for us. Oh no, Ricochet. Does this count as for my Kunai? Oh, beautiful. So we could either play this or this. This is only 6 block. I think this reduces by more. I think it's actually, it netted the same, but we did damage. So we did damage, but it netted the same amount of block as we would have had previously. Now the problem with Snakebite is you get to come to bite us in the ass. Now it's a 3 cost retain. Now it's a 3 cost. You know what? I would totally still play that price. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I probably should have played that out of order. Forgot about the Kunai for a second. Oh, Snakebite. Oh, Snakebite. Oh God. They couldn't make me hate you. Oh, we can get rid of it. Okay. They really couldn't make me hate you. Oh, I forgot to play defense. You know what? Who needs to defend? My Blade of Ink didn't play until the last possible moment. Let's just get you out of here. And now you're dead. And now you're dead, my friend. Okay. Deflect. So all of my cards are going to be 0 cost cards, it looks like. And this is a struggle, to say the very least. So we heal here. We heal early, and then we greed after we know we're healthy. Ooh, that's actually not a bad card. Cloak Clasp, when you have Snakebite, can sometimes kind of save the run for you. If we can go here and maybe get another card, but so many of the cards have been pooped lately, and get a relic, or we can get a free relic without even having to worry about it. So it turns out it's Festive Popper. That really sucks, man. But beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. We could technically play Blade Dance. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We can play Blade Dance. I don't know. Do we have enough room? I think we do. Yeah. And that gives us all the extra strength in the world. We might have been able to do some real damage if we would have used our Flex Potion. Shout out Class, because that's kind of what helped our HP there. I missed the mod, the Slay the Spire mod, that allowed me to see how much my specific ones were doing. Like, it would tell me, oh, you've blocked 12 damage with Cloak Clasp, because I feel like this card by itself is, or this relic by itself is already just so strong. Poison thingy? Pounce next. Ooh, this is not a bad card. Where are the acrobatics and the whatchamacallits, man? I'm getting a little bit trolled by the fact that we have a lack of those. Oh, we start out with extra strength. Okay, we can do a couple of things. We can either, after this combat, holy crap, we beat the crap out of them. So Festive Popper plus Mercury Hourglass, that means everything takes 12 damage at the beginning of each turn. Or not each turn. Oh, wait, and then we also have Mr. Struggles. So what is that, 13 damage, I think? 13 damage at the start of each turn? That's kind of broken. It's not as broken as Snakebite, but it's getting there. All right, let's get rid of this, because you're a high-cost card for no reason. I probably should have used Blade. my thing that gives me extra strength, but no, that doesn't make sense. Why would I ever do that? That seems like something that would be beneficial, and we don't do that here. So we're going to hit these several times. We're going to hit you again. Why not? Because there's no reason to block. Float clasp. Absolutely carrying my ass. And then we're going to ricochet you down. Look at this. Snakebite. 0 energy cost. Snakebite once again proving to be the best card in the game. I feel like I could take on, even if this is a B elite or the decimillipedes, I could take them on. It is very risky though, because if I go to this, this could be Hunter Killer. And if this is Hunter Killer, I would rather do any elite in this act than Hunter Killer. I'm trying to get to this without losing HP right now, but also gaining some net positive from whatever one of these combats it is. I'm feeling like, I'm pretty sure it can't be the same elite back to back, so it can't be the Prism. It has to be either the decimillipedes or the blah blah blah, or the B guy. And then this could be Hunter Killer. We've not seen Hunter Killer. If it's Hunter Killer, I'm going this way, but if it's Hunter Killer, oh my god, I'm so blessed. Oh, we love it. America, we've done it. All right, let's strike you. I think I might prepare instead of survivor because there's no reason not to. Let's just get rid of some of these other cards, these cringe cards. We could play, yeah, we'll just play our innate here and then we'll go next. There might be a potion in our future, so it might be worth it if we see our Blade Dance and Blade of Ink. Okay, I think that's it. I think we do that. I think we're gonna hit the Flex Potion. Go here. And then we're gonna Blade Dance. This, does it kill? Oh, it was so close to killing. Actually, let's just throw poison on him. Why not? I just don't want to take damage. Stable Serum. I was right. We did get a potion. It just was not the right potion. Okay, Ricochet, Calculated Gamble. It might be worth it to have Calculated Gamble at this point just because we're not finding any of the discard cards. So not picking up a discard card at this point is a little bit of a troll. I do dislike the fact that it now exhausts all the time instead of being just a card that you can keep all the time. In Slay the Spire 1, you could just keep this card, man. But I don't know why they took that from us. At the start of each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. That's actually kind of goated. That's a lot of good damage at the start. So now let's look at all of our things that do damage at the beginning of the game. Our Relic, our Mr. Struggles, that's 1 damage. That's 4 damage with our Mercury Hourglass. Then it's 9 damage. Wait, what is that? 13 damage with Festive Popper. And then technically speaking, this is more than just an extra 4 damage to make it more than 17. But let's just say 17 damage at the beginning. The first turn, without me playing a single card. The first turn is that much damage. I don't even know what I just said. Keep going. Haze. Oh, Survivor. Then we do Haze. Technically speaking, we could do Blade of Ink. I don't think it really matters that much because we're just going to strike and backstab. So I don't have backstab hogging up my deck. Here's the problem. Frantic Escape with Sneko Eye could end up being something that absolutely trolls us. I think we can kill him before anything sus happens. At the same time, I'm not 100% sure. We also have to make sure that we're able to tank damage. Like, he does 5 billion damage because he is the Lisa and Al-Gaib enemy here. And, oh man, okay. Frantic Escape doesn't count towards Pinpoint. I really want to be able to play Pinpoint. I also want to be able to block. Do I risk it? We have 4 turns. Let's just risk it. Okay, well, that sucks, man. Haze is free. That's nice. That's nice to see. Frantic Escape. That's nice. Ricochet. We're not going to be able to block at all this turn. Man, life is just pain. We just took 5 billion damage from this thing because all of our block cards are like expensive as hell for no reason whatsoever. 10 times so. Okay, we have to be able to block 1 turn, man. And I don't mean like we block 5 damage out of 40. I mean, we have to block some damage or at least have the threat of killing them in the future here, okay? Because it is not looking good for those of us who believe in democracy. Snakebite, and then just to defend. We've been playing so many cards. 11? Okay, we blocked 1 instance of damage. If I don't have enough block here, we could die. Prepared. We're going to play the prepared. We're going to get the haze and this out of the way. Okay. Okay, how much? 21? I just need... Oh, do I not have enough damage? Oh, wait, that's 10. Oh, we killed it. Okay. Woo! I'm so happy to be alive right now. That was so close. That was starting to become very, very suspicious. Knife trap? This card is actually somewhat good, especially if you get certain cards with it, but it's not really good right now when all we have is one blade dance that we're able to play like one time. Like literally that's it. We have one, it exhausts once you use it, so it's not that great. If they don't get an additional card reward, this is not that good right now. It's really good early. If you draw a card this turn and apply 3 poison to all enemies, this is okay, but it is definitely not, none of these cards are really speaking to me. I'm sorry. I mean, it would be kind of scary if they were speaking to me, but every card, transform up to 6 cards into Maul. Every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card. This ain't bad. Iron Club, when you're having Sneko Eye, you could just cycle through your deck. At the start of your turn, gain 7 block. This is like Orichalum. That's really good. Also, this guy's a Serpent guy, so he fucks with me. Wide daggers on Mighty? Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't fuck with me. But every 4 cards, transform up to 6 cards into Maul. Not really what we're looking for in our deck. I think the Iron Club, I think that's it, just so we can draw more and hopefully get more free cards over time. Let's look at the path here. Let's actually play a little bit strategically here. We have 63 out of 75 HP. I'm not so sure how strong we are, and here's a 2-part problem that we're going to face. If I want to go to a shop, this appears to be one of the only shops, and it's connected to this. These 2 shops are connected to an elite, so I can't opt out of the elite. I can, however, go this path, but there's no healing and elite in the same path, which is a little bit of a struggle. I want as many fireplaces as possible, but it seems like there's none that connect to a shop with many fireplaces. Just 1. Yeah. So it seems like if I go this way, I dodge a fireplace. If I go this way, I dodge a fireplace, but then I'm not able to use my money, man. And this money ain't funny. Okay, so here's what we'll do. If we're feeling really, really good about ourselves, we'll probably go here. And then we'll head to the elite. But we're trying to dig, all right? Remember, we're trying to dig because we got shovel. But in certain circumstances, that just might not be possible. Okay, we can get rid of one of these, so it'll be 8 damage. At a random attack skill and power in your hand, they're free to play this turn. Maybe after I'm done dealing with all the other things in my deck. This is 14 damage. We could probably just kill this just immediately. I have too many cards. Oh, we couldn't draw with our thing. I forgot about our Iron Club. My bad, Iron Club. Here we go. We picked another one up. Okay. Turns out that we were not able to pull that one off. We can. I'm just going to use aerobic acid. Very strong. However, I think I'm just going to use it here. Attack, skill. I don't know. Just use it here. Noxious fumes. Pop that, even though it doesn't do anything for us. That's sad. That's tragic. Also, you can think of Iron Club as adding an extra block with Iron Clasp, if you think about it. Even if we can't play that card, it's nice little block. Who are we going to play against? It's the Queen. Might pick up a dagger throw then. It is the Queen. I have no way of... Ooh, I like this enemy type. Symbiote. Enchant attack with Corrupted. Deal 50% more damage but lose 2 HP. Choose a card to transform. Amorphous Polyp. You can sense it is very old and very evil. Approach. Why would I approach if I could sense it's very evil? That doesn't make sense. I could transform a card. Enchant an attack with Corrupted. So, what would that be? Honestly, there's no attack that I feel like should do 50% more damage in exchange for dealing 2 damage to myself. Even this one, I can imagine we could do... Is that almost 20 something damage? We'll just choose a card to transform. We'll just make it a strike. Oh, is that acrobat? Oh, it's poison. That's actually not a terrible. That's not terrible. Everything being poison at a certain point is just going to be a better idea than not. All right, there we go. And we got our Cloak Clasp. And we have this. This is coming into play a little bit. Not so much right now, but... Oh, Ricochet being free. Who needs Sly? Not this guy. Blade of Ink. And then we play Calculated Gamble. That should proc the Sly on that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That was beautiful. Way to go. If I play this skill to get the shivs, this will give me an extra... Ooh. That was huge. And then we also get to play this card. Then we get to play this card, and it's dead. That's just our relics coming into play massively right there. Well-laid plans, probably not going to be for me, because Like I said, I'm glad I didn't take it early. Well-laid plans in Slay the Spire 2 just feels not as good. It just really doesn't. Block, game 5, block is not removed at the start of the next turn. Honestly, I will take that. That's actually not too bad. Okay, how are we feeling? I think with the fact that we have multiple potions, I think we do go this way instead of going to the other one. Here it is. Here's the reason why Snakebite is one of the stronger cards. Bubble Bubble exists, and Bubble Bubble is just hubble broken. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Anchor is really good, especially for the next couple fights because we'll be taking damage. If this elite is the Knight elite, this basically helps us with so much block in the beginning because I think he does like what 20 something damage in the first bout. Obviously, Happy Flower giving us extra energy would be nice as well. I think we're just gonna grab this, and we can't afford anything else, so we might as well just back off. That wasn't a bad idea, honestly. Hey, this isn't even that bad of a fight to get it too, because this guy does 15 damage, that guy does 6. So, honestly, all around, kind of happy. We make sure we kill Spectral Knight early. It's not going to be a good fight. It's not going to be a good fight if we don't. I could use Pinpoint. I will take damage if I use it. I could do that. I think probably what I'll do is calculate a gamble and hope there's zero cost card. There it is. There are the zero cost cards. It was likely to happen. Number one, just based off of what we had. Snakebite. It's a one energy retain now. We can do damage. We're going to draw extra cards next turn now. Then we got the blur and defend. And then we can just go next. We have 27. We'll tank all of this. We'll have. This is why I wanted to get blur, by the way, because we have so much extra armor, block, whatever you want to call it these days. This guy should die this turn. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure you can't just poison away from the die because then everything in your hand is going to die still. Everything in your hand will still die if you do not properly remove it. Let's get rid of the defend. Wait, what did I just say? No, I mean, if you don't kill him before, the poison starts at his turn, and then your cards get etherealed at the end of your turn. So you lose all your cards. He dies on his turn. I hope this all makes sense. I think we're going to Blade Dance. And then he's dead, so now I don't have to worry about my cards getting absolutely murked. I could do Snakebite into Pinpoint and then basically kill this guy. Or I could use this to weaken him, and then I think it'll only deal like, you know, 1 billion damage to me. But that's less than 9 times 2, which is 18. 18. Or I could defend, Pinpoint. There we go. We don't take any damage. I'm sure there was probably a way that I could have done more damage to this guy without risking anything, but that's fine. As long as this guy dies this turn, I'll be happy. Which he should. 7. Do we have 6, 7? 6, 7? I'm not doing the math on this myself, but I'm sure it's in there. Just apply the poison. That one dies this turn. We don't take damage from Magi Knight over here. They're going to charge up this turn, so we don't even have to worry about him doing anything now. We got a pair, so we just got to heal from that fight. That's beautiful. Leg Sweep, great card, especially upgraded. However, Backflip. Ooh, actually, we're going to do Leg Sweep. I thought that was Acrobatics at first. So we can take the top one. Relic Trader. You turn to a corner, and suddenly a shadowy figure is just standing there. He pivots to face you. Welcome. What are you trading? Well, I'm not going to do Festive Popper for Lucky Fish because the 9 damage to all enemies is pretty cool. Minus 15 gold. I'm not going to be able to spend any of my gold. Juzu Bracelet. That might be a good trade for Strawberry. And then Shovel versus Prayer Wheel. I don't know if I will do that. I think actually, you know what? Juzu Bracelet is probably value here because we get a couple of fights where there's going to be question marks. I could probably, if I had the balls, I could fight this elite instead of going to the question mark. And then I could pick up the Strawberry and then, you know, I might have... Yeah, I think that might be the play. What was the Prayer Wheel instead? Nah. Let's get the Strawberry. Let's go fight the elite. We have so many. Oh, apply 1 week at the beginning. I possibly could even take this other route and fight the elite. Another elite. Oh, it's this one. So this elite, all they do is their whole gimmick is do damage. Do a lot of damage. That's it. All right, Haze. Snakebite. I have a lot of zero cost cards in this hand. This was a very lucky scenario. Let's get rid of the defend. Blade Dance first. Boom, boom, boom. Pinpoint. Backstab. Do I calculate a gamble or can I just defend? I'd say let's get rid of calculated gamble. Oh, damn. You know what, man? Sometimes you're unlucky. Sometimes you're unlucky. I was going to say we might have been able to do some other things. Sometimes you're unlucky, he says, as he gets one of the best hands possible. Let's do that. Let's do that. We also have how much dexterity? Extra 2 dexterity. Shout out Kunai. 21 damage each turn from this guy. If we had Accelerant, this run would basically be over at game start. We can only play 1 defend. That kind of sucks. This sniffs of ridiculousness. Ooh, that's terrible. All right, well, we're just going to do a little bit of block. Yeah, so this is the problem with dealing with some of these elites. They hit hard. They do hit hard. 6 times 4. Oh my god, that's 24. Chad, I just did math in front of you. How do you feel about this? We can full block. Once again, shout out Cloak Clasp. You're my goat. If no one else got me, I know the Cloak Clasp got me. Let's get rid of you. I'll just discard the haze. You should die this turn. Beautiful. We have a lantern. That's really good. And upgraded infinite blades. Ooh, upgraded infinite blades. I don't know if that counts against the Queen's bound card thing. I don't think it does. So I could just... I take that, and that helps us because that means every turn we have 1 towards our kunai and 1 towards our iron club, which is kind of crazy. I could risk it all for a relic, but I'm going to heal. Why? Because there are 2 elites I'm about to face, and this is the one that I was worried about the most. 25. We have 10 block. Shout out Anchor, which has just anchored us this entire time. I think I'm going to play Infinite Blades and then Calculated Gamble. Because there are 2 different... Oh, hold on. Actually, yeah. Infinite Blades and then Calculated Gamble. Damn. Damn. I was hoping there would be 1 zero cost block here, but no. We didn't even get our freaking kunai. That's tragic. We didn't take that much damage though. I'm thankful for that. So, ooh, these hands are not looking good. Not so bueno on the hands here. We're gonna draw more. I think next turn we have too many cards because he has burn, so it's probably wasn't even that good to play that card. What is going on here? This is where we start getting trolled by our cards. Oh, Haze. Beautiful to see you. Nice to see you. Let's get rid of you. Prepared. And then we'll keep the shitty cards in our hand. And by that I mean the status effects. We'll just do that. And then they can burn off. I won't accidentally discard them and put them in my deck to fill up my deck even longer. Pinpoint. That's a damage card. We're about to take 40 damage. This is why we healed, by the way. This is why you heal. Wow, we are about to get smacked down raw. I don't know what it is about my circumstances, but every time there's a very large attack, the game decides to... My Snecko Eye is like, you know what? It'd be really funny. Watch this shit. Proceeds to hand me the worst possible deck for dealing with a 40 damage attack coming down the line. We're not going to get rid of that one. Not going to get rid of that one. That would be crazy. And then backstab finally, and then we'll draw again. All right, this guy should die in like a turn or 2. But you can see why I was worried about this guy the most. Out of all the other ones that we were dealing with. Okay, we're gonna dagger throw. You know what? Let's do Haze. We have way too many cards. Yeah, we can only add 2 shivs. Ooh, that's tragic. That's tragic. The great thing about having a full hand, Cloak Clasp. Thank you. All right, let's please somehow. Oh, brother. How much damage does this do? 10? Perfect. Perfect amount. I love this game. Snecko Eye, you carried me. Bronze Scales actually works so well here. Start of your turn, draw 1 card, discard 1 card. This is a terrific card to get. Lose 6 HP, gain 6 gold. Add Clumsy to your deck, obtain a random relic. Let's do it. Watch this somehow kill me. What did we get? Ooh, oddly smooth stone. We start off with extra dexterity. That's very nice. Oh, look. 2 of the heavy hitters right back to back. Love that for us. Okay. Infinite Blades. Blade Dance. And then Pinpoint will be free next as well. We have a lot of curses in our deck, huh? I say we blur. And then do that. Now we'll have some extra block for the next turn. Now we need to think about how we're going to start doing damage to this thing. We have Snakebite and Poison. Once again, Snakebite proving that it's better because it's the same, but it also retains. And it does more poison, so once again. Predator, so we can draw some more. Survivor, so we can apply more. Wow, that was beautiful. Well played. And then there we go. We don't have to deal with anything anymore. We used our gamble fan to go through the next draw that would have been bad. Would have been a bad draw anyway. So it's good that we dealt with that early. Leg sweep is free again. Okay, so we can just play Predator again. So we're gonna gain, yeah, we're gonna gain the amount of block we need from our relics. Relics, while they are weaker in this game and not as good as they used to be, they are still kind of terrific. I still funk with them heavy style in a lot of circumstances because some of these relics are really fun to play together. It just happens that you need to have like 20 of them for them to really make a difference, but once they do make a difference, it feels good. It does feel good. Centennial Puzzle. Do I do Cloak and Dagger? Cloak and Dagger kind of works with Kunai and with Iron Club because it adds 2. Accuracy would make my shivs do more damage, so I would feel like they're more useful, especially with infinite blades out there. Queen, that we don't really need that much for Queen. Our damage is reduced a tad versus the Queen. I don't know how I feel about picking up accuracy right now. We also didn't pick, I don't think we saw a single acrobatics this entire run, which is just a crazy thing to see. I think, honestly, do I keep the shiv? We have the extra 1 strength. An extra 4 to... This is essentially just basically say accuracy doubles the damage you deal with shivs. Is what you need to look at this as. Do I really need to do that? I guess we do deal... Cloak and Dagger is... you know what? Accuracy it is. It's out of our way. We are going to heal. We are going to heal. Because all it takes is 1 bad draw. And you got your shiv in your hand. Infinite blades. See, this is what I'm saying. Infinite blades. 3. A 3. Also, stable serum. Come on. 3 cost. We can't be doing that right now. All right, pinpoint. This thing. Unlucky. However, we full block again. I swear Anchor might be one of the best relics in this game. It might actually legitimately be one of the best relics in the game. All right, so it is true that Shiv is not affected. The Shiv that's spawns from your power is not affected by what's its face? The Queen's Bound thing. I think I am going to leg sweep you so I can have the block so I don't take any damage. It's all about not taking damage right now while we set up. Well, we're all about that setup right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get rid of the defend. Might as well since it's, you know, removed from us. We're not allowed to use it. Do we do calculated gamma? I think I'm going to do adrenaline right now. There we go. That's why. Because I wanted to get the accuracy. And hopefully with the shivs, look at that. Shivs doing lots of damage. It's only... Ooh, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. I accidentally clicked a strike instead of a shiv. So I ended up taking damage there because I was a little too high on my own horse. Let's get rid of Ricochet. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to poison both. There we go. Poison both. Then we can Survivor the Ricochet. Snakebite also looking kind of ready for it as well. We can leg sweep once more. Leg sweep again. Why not? And then there's nothing else we can play, so we just move on to our next turn. And they're saying that there is no good way to use the Snakebite. I don't know what she does. She only start attacking you once the Torchhead Amalgam's dead? So is the whole goal here supposed to be fighting her instead of the Torchhead? If you can block the Torchhead, you just fight her. I'm gonna be honest. I usually just kill the Torchhead first. Usually doesn't take this long. Number 1. All right, let's just re-roll that entire hand. That was just a sus hand. Verily. Strike and then defend again? We full block? This is what it seems like she's doing. It seems like she doesn't do anything until what's-his-face is cooked. So, you know what? Maybe I just drop some stuff on her. Maybe I just drop everything on her real quick. Ooh. Oh, she dotted. Oh, no. Now she starts. Now she starts applying strength to herself. That's the thing. You know what? I would have not known that until I just tested it out right now. Wow, way to go, me. You figured out something probably everyone already knew. That's going to come in handy later. 25 damage. She does do a lot of damage, but she multi-hits a lot. She's a multi-hitter. Which isn't good for her, because a multi-hitter to me is just food. I got thorns, man. I got bronze scales. I got leg sweep. I got backstab. I got dagger throw. I got things like that. Ooh, you made the big mistake. You made a big mistake allowing yourself to give me a setup turn. So I can apply a 3 energy Snakebite to you. You got 44. That's mainly all Snakebite too. Put that haze in there. Looking like a deadlock lobby. Okay, how much damage is it? 35? Humana. Let's get rid of these. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get rid of these, actually. More appropriately. If I did 9 damage, so she's got 86. All of this isn't going to matter at all. Let's just, let's get the neutralized. We'll get our little, whew, that's huge for us. Oh my god, that's huge for us. We're going to take damage, but there's no act 1 HB, really. I think what just killed it? Mr. Struggles killed him there? That's pretty funny. Shout out Mr. Struggles. Not even an introduction, says the architect. And that's it. We win. I think this is like my 3rd game in a row winning as Silent. I think it's legitimately been win after win. This character is so dummy easy. I think it's legitimately like Silent S tier. The rest of them can be sorted downwards from that. I think Osti is pretty good. I like Necrobinder, so probably S tier because I love her. And then, you know, Regent. Defect is also strong. Honestly, I just don't like Ironclad and Regent that much, if I'm going to be honest with you. But anyway, that's the video. So thanks for hanging out with me. Like and subscribe. Swag Money 69 signing out.